Hi, welcome to this video on marking an exam attempt. We're going to go through how to find attempts that are ready to be marked, how to assign a moderating marker, or how to self-assign if you're an admin or educator who wishes to mark the attempt yourself. For this video, we're going to be focusing on exams that don't have double marking enabled. Please see our other video on double marking for more information on that. So we've got this exam here that has had a few attempts in it. We go and have a look at the marking configuration. We can see double marking is not enabled, nor is blind marking. We've just got one marker on our internal list, and we can add more markers to this here. One of the biggest changes to this feature has been that we now require that moderated markers are the people who mark. So even if you're an admin or educator, you will still need to be in this moderated marker list in order to assign attempts to yourself. If we go to the users table, if we had more attempts on here we wanted to sort through, we could go to filtering, marking, and go to the unmarked status. The unmarked status is only going to contain attempts that have been submitted and are unmarked, and this means it's ready to start marking. Let's take Lisa's attempt. I'll just find the attempt ID so I know which one I'm looking for this demonstration. So now we want to log in as a moderated marker. And this is a moderator marker who was on our list here, Taylor. If we go back to the users table for a second, we can now log in as the moderator marker. Lovely, so that attempt for Lisa isn't here even though it's been complete, and that's because we've not assigned it to that marker yet. So we need to select here, and you can do this for multiple or you can do it just for one. Assign a marker, and I can either self-assign it to myself or assign it to that marker there. I'm going to assign it to her. Okay, so Taylor's assigned now. If we go back to here and we just refresh the page, we're looking for the attempt BE9, Lisa Simpson. Please note, with double marking not enabled, the option for candidate's concealment is not available. You can see the marking status isn't started, and we can go straight to the marking modal to start marking. This pop-up is going to give me a little bit of an overview about what's happening, just things about the start time, the time spent, the user, the exam. I'm happy to start marking, and now we're going to be in the sign up marking modal. You can see from here that we have some questions grayed out. These questions are not eligible for marking as they have been auto-marked by the system. However, feedback to the candidate can still be left here. Good job. And information for marking. Internal notes can also be left as well, if in case there's anyone else on your team. Remember that anything you do in here can always be viewed after the fact as a historical record of what was given. We can save as we go, so we don't lose any progress, and we can leave at any time. If we scroll back up to the top here, we can go straight to the next unmarked response. So these are questions that require marking, you'll see them in blue, and then once they've been marked and saved, they should move to grey. That means they've been complete. So we're just going to skip through. We'll be leaving marks where we need. Don't have to save each one, the system will auto-save for you. We can see this question here has got a rubric, and that just points the markers into exactly where to assign marks to. Can leave feedback. This was a wonderful answer. And we can save where we go. So this will show to the user. Let's carry on to the next question. And just filling in the rubric here. Lovely. Now that I've completed the marks for all the questions, I have the option to either leave this or submit it into the next step. I'm happy with what I've done, so I'm going to submit it. Once this is done, Taylor's job as the moderating marker has been done. You can see she can go into her completed. And if we find that attempt again, it was this one with the lowercase b e. She can view what she did at any time on there as well, but she can no longer make any changes to it. So you can see these are all grayed out. No edits can be made after this point. Cool. So we've done as the moderating marker. Let's get rid of this. We'll go back in as an admin. Lisa will have disappeared from there because I have my filters on. And we can see the marks are finalised. As the admin, as I'm back in as an admin now, I can go and do the same. I can view the marks, or if I'm happy, I can finalise the attempt. This means no more changes after this point. The results are finalised, but they haven't been shared with the user yet. You can view the results page of how that's going to look for the user. I'm going to view it as educator. We can see the certificate before the user gets it, which is going to have been generated. there's the certificate. We can go into the questions breakdown and we can see wherever we've left feedback for the student, that will show to them as well. So you can see that marker comments, we can see the response, and we can see exactly what was awarded in the different areas of the rubric. So once you're happy with all that, we should go back to your exam. Oops, get rid of our filters again. And if I'm happy, I'm just going to go ahead and release those so the user has them. Another thing you can do from here, let's say something's gone wrong and after you've marked all the questions and finalised and released them, someone flags that question 5 was bad or a bad question and needs to be omitted. You can select the user and you can override their results from here. Now, the next thing to note with marking, maybe you don't want to do this if you're used to doing it yourselves as an admin or educator. You can just select the user's attempt here, assign it to yourself, apply those changes, and then you can mark directly from here, or you can enable the markers inbox as well. Thank you.